Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Behind the Line with Chef Davies. We're here in Rybovich Marina in sunny West Palm Beach. We're off to go and see Superyacht Chef Brennan Dates. He's getting a provisions order delivered today here at the marina. We're going to find out what happens, see behind the scenes and check it out. Let's go. Hi everybody, Chef Danny Davies here. I'm here with Superyacht Chef Brennan Dates. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, gangster?
Hey man, it's nice to see you. So we're here in Rybovich, down in West Palm. Your boat's here, it's been here for a while, right?
Yeah, we've just been kind of doing guest trips, small ones, like in and out of Rybo.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you're coming up to the end of your rotation.
Exactly.
But it's a bit of a special day today, right?
Yeah, we're getting delivery for a trip that I will not be on. So.
Literally, it's we're waiting for it to come now.
Yeah.
To be delivered by Shoreside Support, right?
Yeah, exactly. So shout out to them. They've done a great job for us, for sure. But the idea is like we're getting proteins, dry stores, and dairy today because the charters in the Bahamas, the stuff has to last as long as possible. So
yeah, and you're buying it here in the US because it's better quality.
It's way cheaper and way better. Yeah, it's highway robbery over there. Yeah. Shout out to the Bahamas.
Yeah, we love you. So you guys, you'll stock it all up today, organize it all, put it all away. And you have, what kind of fridges and stuff do you have on board?
Big walk-in, big freezer, big dry stores, and then kind of littler versions of everything else up top in the main.
Oh, so you have like a main, like in the tank deck, you have all the storage areas. Yeah. And then upstairs you have a small area around the galley to store stuff. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it's just kind of like everything just kind of migrates up and just gets used as needed. But yeah, it's could always use more space, but we try to use like what we have to its like highest potential.
Yeah. So just talk me through like how you work it out. What do you know? How much do you need to order? Like how do you know that? Is there a standard that you have, like a par stock order, or are you looking at the charters you have ahead and working it out that way?
Good question. Yeah, good question. I think for proteins, if you have freezer space, you tend to buy more in the US going into the Med. Like you want to bulk up. Yeah. Because the quality is much better here and much cheaper. Shout out to America. But yeah, it's just better stuff. And honestly, the especially the red meats in the EU are just not as good.
Yeah, and where are you getting it from? Where are you getting? You getting some Wagyu, some Japanese import?
Not Wagyu, just Black Angus. Yeah, Black Angus. Yeah, the kind of the Wagyu Wednesdays for me are kind of over. It's like the only Wagyu I get now are the lean cuts, like brisket and belly and things that are normally lean, and you just and tenderloin as well. Like I think Wagyu tenderloin might be my favorite.
Yeah. I've started using Wagyu differently as well. Rather than serve it as a steak, I like serve it with sushi or in a smaller bite because it's so rich, isn't it?
It's so rich.
And the people I cook for are not like into it mainly, so a little bit here, a little bit there. Yeah, I did a tartare with it. It was outstanding. I cooked the egg and some salt, salt baked the egg. Yeah, it was so good.
It's one of those read the room type things. Like if your clientele's into it, do it. But a lot of times they're not going to care. Just get high quality prime USDA.
100%, right? Yeah. So you got the proteins coming in. You got any fish coming in today?
Yeah, loads. Anything that freezes well. Salmon freezes well, tuna freezes well. We got some dry aged fish coming.
Dry aged fish.
Yeah.
So that's already been done.
Yeah.
Dry aged down there with Shoreside.
Yeah, it's been aging. Yeah, we get it from that dry aged fish guy out of Beverly Hills.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, I went and visited him. It's a really cool shop. It's a really intense kind of old school technique that it kind of gets pushed to the wayside until now. It's like gives you control over your fish rather than, it's off in 2 days. It's like, no, we aged it perfectly for 36 days.
And it tastes amazing,
and it tastes amazing.
I've been doing some, and it's like creamy and buttery.
And it doesn't, fantastic. You think, it's going to taste off. It's like, no, you basically just evaporated a ton of water out of the product, which concentrates flavors and fats.
So it's taking out all that moisture, right?
It's intense, It's really good.
Awesome. So that's that. And then you're getting dry as well, right? So a lot of dry order.
Yeah, so I mean...
So explain what a dry order is for people who don't know.
Okay, like pastas, rice, bread flour, all-purpose flour, all different types of sugars, Asian products. Like Europe's great for stuff like that too. It's like we're not really going to do a massive stock up here for that, but for the freezer, mostly for beef. Again, it's just the stuff you get in Europe. It's just not the same. Yeah.
So the boat's going to head over to Europe?
Yeah. We do the kind of the milk run, the standard run for charter yachts is the med in the summer, and we're not in the Caribbean, but we're in the southern
Caribbean-ish, right?
Caribbean-ish. We're close. We're close. Yeah.
So they call that the dual season, right? Here in the Med, over there in the Med, and then here over in the South Florida and Caribbean. Yeah,
I think for most charter boats, it increases your exposure to actually getting charter clientele because everyone wants to be in the Med in the summer.
Yeah.
Some people want to be in New England. Some people want to be in Alaska, but the bulk of your clientele is going to be Mediterranean, June through September.
And then, so as a charter boat, how many kind of charters do you do a year, roughly?
Tough to say. I think we're going to do 8 to 10 this year, and I think we did roughly that last year. So yeah,
it's busy. Yeah,
it's busy. Yeah. We're quite popular, it seems. We just keep like booking and rebooking the same clients and repeats, and it's great. It's great.
So I know we're anticipating the delivery. Keep looking over there to see if the trucks come. So how did you become a yacht chef?
I just kind of went the restaurant route. I've got a scholarship to Johnson & Wales. Shout out Johnson & Wales.
Is that a culinary school here?
Culinary school in North Island. So at 16, I got a scholarship. And then, I was graduated at 19, and I was just like trying to work at the best restaurants that would hire me. Money wasn't a priority at the time because somehow I knew that if you just learned food, then the money would come later. At a certain point, you're going to get paid. But in the beginning,
you got to get your head down and get
paid. Yeah, exactly. So it was always 2 jobs. It was never just cooking. It was always either cooking in 2 places or cooking at, like, for instance, Little Palm Island on the Keys, and then I would wait tables down at this place called Krabby Dick's in Key West. Legitimately called Krabby Dick's.
Yeah, I think I know the place.
They were just, so it'd always be like front of the house, back of the house. I was always like trying to learn the industry as fast as I could. And
what made you make the jump?
Happiness. I feel like adventure, travel. I didn't see a lot of people that were owning restaurants or running restaurants that just didn't look that happy.
Yeah, looks stressed, right?
It's stressed, and it's kind of a grind, You just kind of, and especially looking in retrospect, like now it's the dynamic kind of change that we have in this industry of like outside your work window with porthole. It's different every day, and you're always kind of like problem solving. And even with this delivery today, like I got to figure out how to get it down the dock because there's been a massive fire on this dock, and there's like scaffolding in the way as they repair it. So we'll just take it as she goes. And I think
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I think that's like what yacht chefs are really good at:
solving problems.
Solving problems. And if you're not into that, and if you need stagnant or just precision perfect every time, in terms of your environment, clientele, then it'll just.
That's great.
Yeah, that was great.
Thanks for that, man. I appreciate it.
Theory, we can get the provisions like right here to where that blue cart is. And then we're gonna put it on a tender right there, and then kind of get it through the big boats to Arians, which is quite a ways down there. Fire!
Brendan's on his phone again, organising this delivery.
Yeah, just tell them like to tell their guy we're in position.
We're ready.
We're about to be. Yeah.
You got the tender ready?
As soon as we silver lining moves, we can. Actually, we're going around the outside. Let's see what's in it. Yeah. It's all frozen?
So all this now we're going to take back on the tender. Back over to the big boat and handball it all on through Passerelle down into the galley, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. All the frozen stuff, like all the crates in the freezer, they never move. They just stay in there. So we just put it in cardboard bags, put it in the crates, still frozen. Usually it's not out in the sun this long, but we're doing the best we can.
Yeah, we better get moving, eh?
Let's go.
So Brendan, we got all the stuff on board now. We're heading back to the big boat. What's the plan?
Well, we have dry stores, we have dairy, we have frozen. Frozen's going on first because it's frozen, and we want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
And B, we need the bags they're in to move everything into the dry stores because we don't send out crates for dry stores.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So it's a bit of a mission and a bit of organization, but we got a plan in place. It's gonna work.
We're gonna make it work.
We'll make it work. Yeah. What could go wrong?
Well, that was awesome, man. We did it.
We did it. Provisioning is always a bit of a wild west.
Yeah. And like you said, problem solving. We couldn't get it across, so we bought the boat, we got the tender, and we did it.
Yeah, that's what yacht crew are all about. Dynamic problem solvers. Yes.
Well, it's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. To find out more and see more content, go to Future Chef Project on Instagram. How do they find you?
Olive oil and gasoline on all social media. Yes, awesome. Please. YouTube especially.
YouTube, yes. Yeah. Check it out. All right, man.
Sick, Danny.
Nice one.
All right. Cheers, brother. We'll see you around the way.
See you around, man. Bye-bye.